much meat do you eat in a week? Have you ever wondered about how your eating habits affect the world around you? What about your clothes? How often and from which shops do you buy new ones? These questions might seem a bit unusual and maybe uncomfortable, but they are very important ones. Well, 2 years ago, I took a major decision in my life and became a vegetarian. It means I don't eat any kind of meat. And it was a major challenge for me. First, because a lot of people said I was crazy and that I wouldn't be able to do it. And secondly, because I was a person that would eat meat almost every day. But I did it. And I know that many people might think it's impossible to quit their juicy piece of beef. However, they probably should, considering its impacts on the environment. Well, first, the meat industry is a major water consumer. One 100 grams hamburger takes at least 1,650 liters of water to be produced. 1 kilo of beef takes at least 15,500 liters of water to be produced. That's a lot. And I brought a graphic to compare the meat industry to other kinds of food. And when you look at this graphic, it's pretty clear the difference between it. Even though rice consumes a lot of water too, meat is still a major consumer. So many more liters per kilo. And there's another problem that animal agriculture is responsible for 13 to 18% of the greenhouse gases emissions globally. And that happens for two main reasons. First of them, farmers usually set fire on huge areas so they can breed animals. And fires, as we know, release a lot of gases such as carbon dioxide and neutral compounds. Secondly, sheep, horses, and cows are what we call ruminants. It means they ferment plant-based food on their stomachs, producing methane, which plays a huge role in the global warming scenario. So in Brazil, for example, the most part of our emissions do not come from factories nor from big cities and their traffic, but from cattle farming. It means that, yeah, your car is a problem, but the fact that cows aren't, it's a big one. Quite surprising. Let's move to the fashion topic now. The fashion industry also consumes a lot of water. Each of your cotton t-shirts take 2,500 liters of water to be produced. Moreover, a lot of factories, textile factories, dump untreated waste directly into rivers, and this waste contains a lot of toxic substances such as lead, mercury, and arsenic. They harm the aquatic life and the health of the people who depend on the water of these rivers to survive. And so, considering that a lot of people live nearby rivers and that the fashion industry is always growing, there are so many lives to be affected in nearby future, because this waste is dumped directly into the water without us to know or to care. And another problem related to the fashion industry is due to agriculture and specifically to cotton plantings and the use of chemicals in these plantings. One good example is the Punjab region, where most of India's cotton is produced. Consequently, it is the region that uses most pesticides in the country, and it had awful consequences. The villages in the Punjab region saw a major rise in mental illnesses, cancer, and birth defects. When you go to this region, it's usual to see 60 or 70 children per village with mental illnesses, as we can see in these photos from the documentary The True Cost, which is really great. I recommend you to watch. And we can see how affected they've been by the fashion industry and how nothing has been done to help them. I know that eating meat and buying clothes from fast fashion without caring how they are produced is really easy, and it's in our everyday life. But we have to break the habit and change, even if it's just a little bit. If everyone do your part, then everything will get better. Because even though it sounds like a problem for the next generations, it's not. And it's not only UN and Greta Thunberg's problem either. It's everybody's problem. It's our problem. There's no planet B. Thank you.